You have to see this. One of our favorite costumes so far today. Take a look at Matthew from St. Amelia's in the town of Tonawanda. This costume look familiar? Yeah, if you guessed Andy Parker, you're right. You know you've made it in life
cute.
when you become a Halloween costume.
Wow.
St. Amelia's recently won the Weather Machine contest, and this kid
won
is
best costume.
Oh, I
I
hope
would say.
So. Look at him. Look at him. He looks like a natural in front of that.
Hey,
fantastic.
Great.
Come on over and you can do the weather anytime. Right, Michelle? Yes. Okay, perfect.
Put him right in front of the green screen. Cute. Still ahead on 7 Eyewitness News at 5 tonight. A little ingenuity goes a long way for this college student looking to land a job.
And all new at 5:30, the things you shouldn't do this Halloween as you get your kids ready for screams.
And we've been getting a lot of cute pics of your pets in their Halloween costumes. Take a look how cute.
Batman.
You can send us your pics on WKBW.com. Just make sure to include the hashtag See It On 7.
There's my Pearl.
Ah,
I mean, Chucky. She's terrifying. What
Something strange.
A Georgia college student hungry for a competitive internship found a way to stick it out. He used sticky notes to land himself the job. Computer science major Gursimran Singh apartment faces the Atlanta tech firm NCR. Well, the 19-year-old Georgia Tech student came up with an idea to get the company's attention. So the next day, he got a sticky note response from the Fortune 500 company, an internship offer for the summer.
You got to be creative.
Unbelievable. Hire me. I'm over here.
You have to be creative.
I mean, right?
How are you, ladies?
We're having a whole lot of ghoulish fun, Keith.
Just getting ready, you know, for the trick-or-treating.
Well, I'm dressed too.
Oh, yeah?
Ron Burgundy.
You know, Halloween is every day of the year for you.
That's right. Yeah, every day.
Guys, you know what I am? I am a Midsummer Night's Dream
Pumpkin.
Pirate pumpkin.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
Very
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
Very
Again,
cute.
Trying to be creative here.
Very cute.
And you're a kitty cat?
Yeah, meow.
Okay. We'll be right back with 7 Eyewitness News in just a minute. Don't go away. All new tonight on 7 Eyewitness News at 5:30. After 4 inmate deaths in 4 months, Erie County lawmakers are taking a closer look at how the jails are being managed and what kinds of protocol are being followed.
Right now.
Plus, New York senior senator now wants Washington to help local school districts keep kids safe. And we have a first look tonight at the new Maid of the Mist vessels, how these new ships will help the environment.
Now with 7 First Alert weather. This is 7 Eyewitness News at 5:30.
Good evening once again. Today, Erie County lawmakers addressing an issue that's been drawing a lot of attention this month, the mental and medical health issues inside of county jails. Today's meeting comes after 4 inmate deaths in the last 4 months. Here's 7 Eyewitness News reporter Taylor Epps.
He's 22, but his mindset is at a 12-year-old. I'm not going to have him killed on the hands of the Erie County Sheriff.
Monica Lynch of Buffalo says her son Eric is living with a mental illness. He spent 24 days at the Erie County Holding Center this summer.
He was not given any medication for the whole time he was there. He walked to the medication line every day and asked, "Do you have something?" And they told him no.
She also says she's mourning the loss of her brother. She says he was one of 4 inmate deaths at the holding center since July, and all of those deaths involved medical problems.
I'm demanding change. Nothing is being done.
On Thursday, officials from the Sheriff's Office and Department of Mental Health held a meeting with the county legislature to discuss medical protocol.
What we do is regulated by the state. It's by far head and shoulders over any place in this state.
Sheriff Tim Howard says the Sheriff's Office is not to blame.
We are one of the lead jails in the entire country. In this case, it's the county hasn't provided all of the services, or at least not the services that's to the satisfaction of the Department of Justice.
Sheriff Howard says it's the mental health department falling short.
And unfortunately, what had happened is probably about 3 to 4 years ago, we'd lost a number of staff. It also affected our ability to deliver our services in a completely timely manner.
Legislators say the next step is to appoint a Community Corrections Advisory Board.
Let's get it going, as long as it's going to be an honorable process and do exactly that.
Lynch says that's not enough.
Oh, the advisory board would be a step, but it hasn't been around for the last 5-6 years. We're going to see the governor, and we're asking for Sheriff Howard to be immediately removed.
In Buffalo, Taylor Epps, 7 Eyewitness News.
Buffalo Mayor Brown is announcing his capital budget proposal for next year. Each day this week, he adds to the list. Today, the mayor's plan to spend $4 million for neighborhood services. That money would be spent on 2 new fire trucks, fire building upgrades, 20 new police cars, a new police shooting range, 4 new garbage trucks, and 3 new snowplows. The issue of school bus safety front and center again today, with New York's senior senator now demanding that Washington get on the ball to help local school districts keep kids safe. Chuck Schumer says that a new federal report on bus safety was supposed to be completed by now, but nothing has been announced. He wants the feds to help school districts pay for new stop sign cameras and cameras on school bus arms. If the study finds that would really make a difference, in New York State alone, this past spring, police issued 600 tickets in one day to motorists who illegally passed a stopped school bus.
Now, what I'm calling for is the National Highway Transportation Administration, our safety agency, to complete its study on whether these cameras would actually make things safer. If they would, the good news is there's a federal pot of safety money to which school districts can apply, and the federal government will reimburse them for for putting in the cameras. And if the study shows that it doesn't really increase safety that much, so be it. No harm done.
The senator says he is now being told that federal study should be completed sometime in the next 6 months. Firefighters in California are battling multiple fires again today all over that state. Authorities are urging residents to heed the warnings and evacuate when you're told. ABC's Marcy Gonzalez takes us to the fire zone tonight just outside of Los Angeles.
A terrifying wake-up call for hundreds of people in wildfire-weary Southern California. New infernos erupting early this morning, those flames tearing towards homes.
He was beating on our walls, on our door. Get out, there's a fire, When I came into the family room, I looked out and there were flames like 40, 50 feet high.
Several houses here in San Bernardino engulfed within minutes. Neighbors rushing outside with hoses, trying desperately to slow the destruction.
Came out and started wetting things down, and things kind of just went downhill from there.
And in Riverside County, a fierce firefight.
Another great water drop.
The so-called 46 fire igniting overnight after a police chase that led to a crash. Those burning embers raining down on horses as their owners rushed to evacuate.
Just grabbed everything I could and we left the house this morning.
A devastating deja vu with firefighters facing yet another day of Santa Ana winds, the strongest wind event in more than a decade, with gusts up to 70 miles an hour fanning these relentless fires.
We also obviously face huge potential still and a huge threat for the rest of the day.
And firefighters here are now focused on hot spots, making sure this doesn't rekindle. They tell me they're cautiously optimistic now that those winds in most of Southern California are finally expected to weaken by this evening. Marcy Gonzalez, ABC News, San Bernardino, California.
Also from California tonight, never underestimate the power of a hungry goat. The four-legged herbivores may have helped save the Reagan Presidential Library. The easy fire surrounded the Southern California Library yesterday, but it stopped within a few feet. And that is partly because earlier this year, the library had brought in goats to eat all of the brush surrounding the buildings. That created a fire break, which gave firefighters a huge advantage in keeping the flames at bay yesterday. Still ahead tonight, the things that you shouldn't do this Halloween as you get your kids all ready for tonight. Plus, an exclusive progress report on the Maid of the Mist and the cool new differences you're going to see on board.
It's one of the most terrifying places right here in Western New York. Coming up in about 15 minutes, we'll show you some of our unexplained experiences.
I'm Ashley Rowe. Tonight at 6, it's been an eyesore for years. What's going on with the old AM&A's building in Buffalo years after redevelopment plans were announced? Plus, a Vatican probe of Bishop Richard Malone is now complete. I-Team Chief Investigator Charlie